Would you please describe for the jury some of the cycles you had with Mr. Depp through 2012?
So in 2012, the violence was pretty, relative to what it became, pretty, slapping, backhanding. Well, it went from this eggshell kind of, you're walking on eggshells, nothing you're doing is kind of right, but you don't know what you're doing wrong. And then I was doing something wrong clearly, but it was unclear within the scope of an argument what I was defending myself against. So it would shift from a rumor he had heard that I was with a friend, or I had been photographed standing too close to a male person. That was a person I had something with, and I was lying to him about, and it would be eggshells, accusations, and then he would explode. It started with throwing things, destroying the property, and screaming at me. I remember the screaming at me was the worst, because I kind of always felt like I had done, I had to defend myself. I had to tell him so he didn't think these things were true. And sometimes, he would shift accusations while I'm trying to dispel one accusation. He'd start another one, and nothing I could do to calm him down. It seemed like I'd walk away, and that would make it worse. I remember in my apartment in Orange, he would grab me by the hair, or he'd grab me by the arm, pull me into him, scream at me that way. He'd smash things around me. Then he would smash things very close to me. And then he would just hit me. And it started with slapping, and it got to be like repetitive slaps where he'd hold me in a position and slap me multiple times in a row. Then it would be, eventually I later would either push him off of me, or I'd try to hit his hands away from me. I tried to, not in 2012 so much. At that time, I was mostly, my defense was, I'd go some other place. Like, I don't know how to describe that. I'd focus on something else. I'd stand up, look at him, try to stand up to him that way. Later, I adopted other kind of strategies to deal with it. But at the time in 2012, he'd have this blowout, and then he would leave, disappear. And I'd be committed to not talking to him. I'm done with this relationship. I can't take it anymore. I said that so many times. And then he'd come back, clean and sober, telling me either he had a chip. He didn't have any chips, but he would say, I've gone to meetings.
The power went out last night. I literally rolled out of bed. I'm still in a robe. Clearly fucking confused about what's going on today. We will have a take 3, since clearly I've fucked this up. But I literally rolled out of the bed, thought, oh my God, I've overslept. The computer's off because the power went off. I have to start all the computers. Ran in here, turned it on, and have not brewed coffee yet. Couldn't find the live stream. Now I know why. Absolute fuckery. I am not a morning person. Not even kinda. So, we will try this again. I'm sitting here thinking that trial started 10 minutes ago, but clearly everything's just needs to be reset. So, yeah. I told you guys I was gonna keep it motherfucking real on this channel. This is motherfucking real. Power went out. Hot ass mess. In the robe. We'll be back in 20. Mercury in retrograde. I need an excuse for this fuckery. But you know what? Real talk. This is real life, y'all. You're gonna get what you see. on this channel. So let me go make some coffee, maybe put some clothes on. We'll reconvene. We'll reconvene shortly. Okay, so we'll have, this is take 2. We'll come back for take 3. That's probably less takes than Amber Heard has to do. So at least I can tell myself that to make myself feel better about the panic-stricken awakening that I just had to realize that I'm early. So anyways, we'll be back.